Okay, so welcome back everyone to the Survivor Star channel. So last episode, I don't know what the freak my man Benjamin Coach Wade was doing, but he was doing some wild stuff. But unfortunately, that's not what we're here to talk about today. Today, we're talking about why D, the winner of Survivor 45, was unable to get it done on 50. Okay, first jury member, the mayor of the jury, as she likes to say, as seen from her vote out confessional. But okay, another shot in the dark played back to back episodes with shot in the dark. Both the right play. Both times just did not work out for those people. It is what it is. It's going to happen when you have 1 in 6 shot. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of the shot in the dark, but to each their own. I mean, just let me know what you think. But so where did he go wrong? I think sloppy game for sure. I mean, first thing is she won 45. That's going to be the biggest thing that put a target on her back from day one. I mean, she was already getting a little bit of mention in her first tribe. I feel like it was probably her and Chrissy were getting them. Like her side was going against Chrissy. I think Chrissy and them were thinking probably maybe D, but I think Coach was working with her, and she had good ins with some of those people, but not close enough clearly. So I think doesn't go to tribal council until the Charlie vote off, obviously, and I think that maybe Jonathan is really putting an end to her and Camilla's game, and hats off to him. I mean, he seems to be playing much more strategic game per se. Um, yeah. So Camilla crosses him with D. Camilla out of here. D crosses Jonathan. Get him out. And I want to know what you think. Do you think that? I'm trying to think. Probably is true, but do you think Jonathan was being legit when he said he was trying to rile up D? Because he seemed to be getting pretty. He seemed to be getting into it pretty authentically, and maybe he's just a really good actor. I mean, he looks like Jason Momoa. Maybe no, no, okay. But yeah. So that was that the reason she got voted out? Probably not. It didn't help. I'll say that. But is it the reason? I doubt it. But it seems it's kind of crazy when you have what is it, 14 people. They get like I mean not fully consensus, but 12 out of those 14 were consensus on D and the split with Tiffany. Yeah, so D's target really helped her. She didn't have good relationship bonds outside of Tiffany and Camilla. And that ultimately, relationships are what cost you in this game. That's going to be the big thing. I mean, obviously, her winning 45 is also a pretty big thing there. But she was unable to get it done on 45. Or she did get it done on 45, excuse me. And that really hurt her. She had a huge target on her back, especially when you have Savannah Gunn, who already won, and you have Kyle, who got medevaced. R.I.P. my guy. Oh man, he was set up. Story for another day. I'm sorry, Kyle. I know people say, but yeah, serious appreciation for his game on 48. Seen him go out here. But back to D. So you burn someone that would have worked with you long term, maybe not, because it was Chrissy brought it up to Jonathan, which is a great pitch to Jonathan that I think is really true. If you think about it, in that alliance of Camilla, D, Tiffany, Jonathan's he's the odd duckling there. He's the first guy out of there, and that is what it is. I mean, you think you probably, I mean, you try to reconcile with Jonathan after you blindside Charlie, who I think Jonathan was really close with, and then you just expect to forgive him, and then you go to a swap, so you have no time to replenish that bond that you may have had or you may have been working on, and you torched him. And now he's out for blood, and you let him go with Coach. I mean, Colby's gone, but the Chrissy's, the coaches, Stephanie's, like the old school honor and integrity alliance that seems to be forming here. And then I mean, Rizzo is a great. He's playing a great game, I think, and that's why if you see my former video, I think he's going to be final three. Pure speculation. I could be completely wrong. I said Coach would be final three too, and but I mean I think it was quite clear D was the one going. Uh, I think that yeah that Coach thing was really a big smokescreen, but yeah, and so D also does the thing at Final Tribal, um, where she goes whispering, and everyone's like, "Are you the votes? Sure, I'll go, coach." Obviously, they're not going coach. Long gone. That was not an effective plan. I don't see the point in that. I get you try everything, throw something at the wall, see what sticks. I mean, she played the shot in the dark at the end of the day, which was, I mean, the right play. You were just way too big a target at that point. Yeah, I think she should have had a better job connecting with a larger range of people. And when you have that connection with Suri and Rizzo, and you leak Rizzo's thing to Emily, and yeah, Emily played 45 with you. I think she's not opposed to working with you, but I mean, she's way tighter with Christian and Devins. Come on, it's never gonna happen. And I think it's kind of crazy if you don't see that, to be quite frank. But yeah, and then yes, you leak Rizzo. You let Rizzo's dirty laundry get out there, and Rizzo and Suri. I mean, hats off to Rizzo and Suri. I think maybe just have done a great job at kind of keeping their relationship under the radar. That's the impression that I'm getting. And I think maybe D didn't see that because of how well they're doing it. So maybe it's just to outplay on Suri and Rizzo's part. Such a funny alliance, by the way. I just have to say that is absolutely just amazing. So it was just a bad relationship forming and maybe playing a little too cutthroat a little too early, maybe. I think maybe getting the safe vote out there instead of betraying Charlie, betraying Jonathan, who you know is going to have numbers. You have to see he's going to have numbers with these old school people. I mean, I think, I mean, every viewer watching at home from episode one figured, yeah, Jonathan's going to be part of that old school group over there. Um, and so you got to prepare for that, and you got to see that, and you got to understand crossing Jonathan. Jonathan's not. He's on 50. I mean, he may have not been like the most strategic threat in his first season, but he's on 50, and he's a competent person. I mean, he's Goliath, but he's a competent person. So obviously, he's not just going to be like, "Oh no, D, you're good." And I think Jonathan did a really good job selling that he was kind of back in. But that's more important for the Camilla vote. Obviously, Camilla and Tiff, no Sean Larks played there. They really thought Jonathan was with them. So I think Jonathan's honestly playing pretty solid. He's playing pretty good. I don't think he's going to win. Especially, I don't think people will vote for him. But yeah, who knows if he even gets to the end? We'll see. But yeah, he's been playing pretty well so far. He's kind of got what he has wanted. And D, the D villain edit was a little bit there. I think people are expecting that, and she has no shame in just calling people out, which respect. Honestly, just calling it how it is, how she sees it. Um, yeah, so I think her gameplay was just going to be tough because she was a winner. She did not build a relationship, and the relationship she could have had, she torched them. And when you don't have the relationship, there's like Suri, Rizzo, you did not give them a reason big enough for them to bat for you. Because if you did, I think they might have had the control maybe to swing that vote if they really wanted to. But you didn't give them a big enough reason for them to want to do that. You kind of just on the out of a large majority of 12 people, which is insane to me. And coach is being so ridiculous that why would people want to vote that out? They're going to want to keep it in the game so coach can't be the target because no one's afraid of coach right now. It was acting Mr. Haiku. Also, his last haiku before Tribal Council had 6 syllables. I don't know if anyone noticed that. Take coach and as the target, as opposed to you, winner, shown to be a very dominant, not, I mean, depending on who you ask, but well regarded game in the eyes of many. Probably, I mean, no one saw Savannah's game, so the most respected winner there, I think. I think that game seen is more dominant than Kyle's, whether you think so or not, because I think Kyle's game, his short stint here, really showed why his game was so good in 48. But yeah, and then you coach the other target, this guy that's laughing to himself, talking to himself, and has bonds with a lot of people. It was just a bad target to even try and switch to, but you're kind of in a bad spot already. But that didn't help. I think it was misplay, a large group of small misplays, small miscues, that ultimately it gets too heavy, especially in a season like 50, and especially when you have the winning target on your back. But that's going to be it for this one here. Let me know what you think. What do you think D could have done better? Who are you excited to see, and who do you think is going to go out next? But I will see you in the morning, afternoon, night, wherever you are right now. Peace. Have a nice day.